Hello, good evening, ladies. I'm your host, Club Brother, the Club Apple Sports Board, coming to you live right here, in Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I will get you guys into the just the fact that the Titans and Pats have no new coronavirus cases. Pats and Broncos game, however, is going to be moved to Monday at 5 p.m. I will get you guys also the fact that Henrik Lundquist is signed with the Caps. Whitey Ford has been deceased in 91. Very clear what he died of for sure. Former W superstar has been Alberto Del Rio has been charged, has facing 5 charges stemming from his arrest of kidnapping and sexual assault, domestic battery charges. I'll get you guys to that for sure. I'll talk with you guys also about the fact that Tyron Smith's going to be out with neck surgery. He's going to be on the shelf for the rest of the season. I'll talk to you guys also about the fact that the Bucs have been the Bears have beaten the Bucs, by the way. China's CCTV station will be televised NBA Finals Game 5. That's tonight, everybody. So, yes, Lakers versus the Heat Game 5 is tonight. And Lakers are going to be wearing their black Mamba jerseys. They're going to bring their Mamba mentality with them. That's what they're going to do. Close the gap. Wildcats NBA champs, which they will on behalf of Laker Kobe Bryant, which they will do. I'll talk with you guys also about the fact that the Jets have had coronavirus, had a player. The Jets player had coronavirus, and the Jets and all the other Jets players and the coaches, they've been sent home for sure. And I'll get you guys also about the fact that Wichita State has investigated Wichita State basketball coach by the name of Greg Marshall for misconduct allegations against you guys. That just for sure. And the many birthdays out there going to let's see, George Kittle, Sharon Osbourne, Tony Shaw, Halb, Scott Bakula, and many others out there. And that's all I will have for that. And well, that's all the news I will have for today, everybody. And also the WWE Draft Part 1. Night 1 is tonight, by the way. And Night 2 will be on Monday Night Raw. The WWE Draft will be starting tonight, by the way. That's all there is you need to know. First things first, I'm going to start things off with the fact that the Bears are going to defeat the Bears had defeated the Bucs 20-19, by the way. TB12 Tampa Bay had 25 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 carries. The Gronkinator had 3 receptions, 52 receiving yards. Ronald Jones, the second, had 17 carries, 106 rushing yards, 3 receptions, and 19 receiving yards. David Montgomery had 10 carries, 29 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, 7 receptions, and 30 receiving yards. JP had 4 TOTs, 3 solos, 1 sack, and 1 ZZ. Yeah, 1 ZZ, by the way. So that's all there is. Tyler Johnson had 4 receptions, 61 receiving yards. Jimmy Graham had 3 receptions, 33 receiving yards. Al Robinson had 10 receptions and 90 receiving yards. Cordarrelle Patterson had 3 receptions, 38 receiving yards. Mike Evans had 5 receptions, 41 receiving yards. Cameron Brate had 5 receptions, 45 receiving yards. Nick Foles had 30 and 42 carries and attempts, 243 passing yards. 1 carry right here. I mean, look. TB12 should have. I mean, he was holding the 4 fingers that clearly he didn't connect with Cameron Brate, by the way, and he was trying to go for a down. He was trying to go for the yard. So clearly, he was focusing on the yards, not the downs, not on first down, by the way. But clearly, it was only 1 loss. So that, I mean, yeah, look, it may have been a big upset, but Tampa Bay, they were on the 25-yard line, and then next thing you know it, they had 59. He completed like 59 game-winning drives in the 4th quarter or overtime, and Tom Brady, he was on the 4th, 6th, and 38 seconds left. But the fact is, Tom Bay couldn't capitalize. So clearly, I'm assuming right now that Tom Bay, they just got to get together. I gotta assume that the Bears, they're probably be ready for. I mean, are they? I mean, they're playoff bound, I guess, but are they Super Bowl bound? Question's gonna make because they may look like the underdogs, but it seems like obviously they may not be doing much to get where they're at. So that may change for sure. And the Bears, they may have upset Nick Foles. I mean, yes, he is a former Super Bowl champ with the Eagles, by the way. He's a former Super Bowl MVP along with the Eagles when he was with the Eagles. But the Bears, but as with the Bears now, he beat Tom Brady, Tampa Bay yet again. Are you kidding me? So Tom Bay, he may be 6-time champ, but clearly, I don't know what happened there. He just couldn't connect on the yard though. So that didn't sit well with anyone. He just didn't finish. So is he still trying to get to home field advantage when he makes it to Super Bowl 55 in their turf of Tampa Bay? So that's the question that's going to remain right there. And everyone wants to know, I mean, because Tom Bay is going to be having a lot of pressure on his hands, and the division right now is lit. The NFC division, which you got Aaron Rodgers, you got guys such as Russell Wilson, you got Drew Brees, to the very least. On that note, but clearly those guys, they just can't be stopped, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do, what they got in store. So that's the main question right there. I'm looking forward to that. So Tom Bay got to get together though. So that's all there is. And Tom Bay may have messed it up, but just on the fourth down right there, it was a loss of a down. I mean, it was on fourth down, but it felt like a bit of a robbery. But it felt like Tom Bay may got robbed in that game. Like, you serious? Really? It didn't sit with anybody else. So I mean, clearly that didn't look good on that part. And clearly, people weren't surprised by that. I mean, it was on fourth down. Clearly, it was, and that's just a little disappointing. It really is. So that's something that a lot of people aren't into. I'll tell you that right now. And others I want to address, by the way, the Jets. They had a Jets player had coronavirus, and all the other Jets players and the coaches, they have been sent home for sure. And basically, the Jets are unlikely to play against the Cardinals on Sunday. That game could be in dire jeopardy. Make no mistake about that. So that game may still be intact, but I think since the Jets' schedule could change. So as long as no other Jets players, they don't have coronavirus, they should be saying that same player that had the coronavirus is going to be retested, by the way, for sure. And I can assure you, though, that game, I mean, the Jets and Cardinals game can be dire jeopardy. But I don't want to say this, though, but I think it's safe to say that the Jets, I think it's safe to say that the NFL may be facing an NFL shutdown, because this may not be, because I mean, I know it may not look good, but I think it's just safe to say that the NFL should just consider keeping their season intact, I guess. But that's I guess I mean, they just want to finish their season. That's what they want to do. And the fact is, I mean, the NFL season could indeed be shut down for sure. And they may have to find a bubble, and they may have to find a bubble, that is, because this is not looking good right now. Titans and Pats, they don't have no new coronavirus for them. That's the best news yet. But the Pats versus Broncos got to Monday on 5 p.m. Now the Bills and the Titans game, that game is moved to Tuesday. Now there's never been an NFL game on a Tuesdays at 7 p.m. That's pretty much something that I can't describe right there. But the Chiefs versus the Bills game, that game's moved to October 18th of next week. That is. So that is pretty much surprising. I can tell you that. And really, hopefully nothing ever happens. So the Jets may not be playing. Their season may be in dire jeopardy. But I think it's just safe to say that, the Jets may not be playing at all. And the NFL could be facing a potential NFL shutdown. I don't want to jump to conclusion on that part, but if they somewhat do consider the NFL shutdown, that's pretty much on them. But I think it's safe to say that the NFL may have to consider maybe finishing the season, trying to get to week 17, trying to get to week 17, and find a bubble where you can like fit all these teams who are in the playoffs. By the way, playoff contenders, I guess. One would be the Chiefs. One would be the Chiefs, and the Super Bowl champs, the Chiefs, along with the engaged and soon to be married Super Bowl MVP Patrick Mahomes. By the way, you can have the Ravens in there. You can have the Ravens in the bubble. You can have the Steelers. You can have I would say Browns. I guess you can have the Seahawks, Packers, Aaron Rodgers. You can have, I guess, maybe Tampa Bay, say the very least. You can have Drew Brees in the bubble. You can even have Eagles, to say the very least, on that note. You can even have the Bills in there, Ravens, even Super Bowl champs, the Chiefs. You could even have probably the Chargers, I guess. But that's how it is right there. I can tell you that, and the Steelers too as well. So that's something a lot of people are looking for. So hopefully, when it comes in the playoffs or the wild card games, nor in the AFC playoff game, AFC title games, NFC title games in the Super Bowl, they meant to find a bubble environment where they can at least, where there's not going to be any coronavirus cases. The NBA has done pretty well with that. I mean, they played in the bubble. I think the NFL teams may have to reconsider playing in the bubble during playoffs, and they can find a spot. So that's the question they're going to remember there. Will the NFL playoffs get a bubble spot? I say yes to that, which they must. So they don't do so, that's trouble for them. So I think the NFL needs to get it together, find a bubble, and figure out what location is going to be, split those teams up, and that's how it is right there. So hopefully that ensues right there. I'm looking forward to that, everybody, on that note. And that's how it is. Also, some others I want to address you, by the way, the Henrik Lundquist, who was a longtime New York Rangers goalie. By the way, he has signed a 1-year offer with the Caps, by the way, to be the new goalie. So that's a big move right there. Congrats on that note. We'll say that. And, well, best news yet. So looking forward. That's something that a lot of people are looking forward to. I mean, he signed with the former Stanley Cup champs, the Caps, brother. So that's a big move right there. Love it. Also, another I want to point out here, by the way, that the China's CCTV will be televising tonight's NBA Finals game 5 between Lakers versus the Heat. And it's the first NBA game broadcast TV there in more than a year. They pull games from their programming in the wake of Daryl Morey's derogative tweet and the Hong Kong tweet and Daryl Morey's tweet of him supporting Hong Kong, which is a big no-no right there. The protest for sure, and that's not a good move. That occurred last October 9th of last year, 2019. Now CCTV cited the NBA's assistance to combat the coronavirus and to restore it broadcast. They said that during recent Chinese National Day and Mid-Autumn Festival celebrations, the NBA sent well wishes to the Chinese fans. That we take note, the NBA has delivered goodwill to China with their good contributions to Chinese fans to combat and take down the coronavirus saga, which been a big issue there. That's where the coronavirus sort of rose up. But the coronavirus needs to be contained now. It's been spread all over the country and across the entire globe. So not looking good on that note. So hopefully the coronavirus is resolved, and hopefully they find a vaccine. Everything once they find a vaccine to get rid of the coronavirus, everything should be back to normal. Say the very least on that note. And obviously they need that, and then they got to find the U.S. got to find the vaccine for sure to get rid of this coronavirus for sure. So that's all there is. You need to know on that. But as far as tonight's game though, Lakers are going to wear black Mamba jerseys to show support for late great Kobe Bryant, and they will do so by winning on behalf of late great Kobe Bryant, on behalf of Vanessa Bryant, on their 3 little girls, their kiddos, their 3 little girls they got. Lakers, yes, I've said it. Another time I'm getting to. So the Lakers, as far as tonight goes, it's a big night. Lakers are going to destroy and use Mamba mentality tonight, destroying the Heat. And by doing so for that, and the reason why that is because they want to do this to pay homage to late great Kobe Bryant. Because by the end of tonight, when it's all said and done, LeBron James will walk out with his fourth NBA title. Lakers, they're gonna pay homage. Say that they're gonna say that, yes, before the game, they're gonna say their prayers, and they're gonna, they're gonna say their prayers, and they're gonna, do so on behalf of late great Kobe Bryant. Yes, Kobe Bryant's watching, and late great Kobe Bryant's watching from above. He's gonna have, and once that happens, ladies and gentlemen, once the Lakers they win the NBA title, LeBron James is gonna point up in the sky, and they'll say, what everyone says, Kobe. It's for you. So they're gonna say, "This is for you, late great Kobe Bryant. I know you're up in the heavens right now, and you may be gone, but not forgotten. Mamba out." So Lakers will use Mamba mentality by tonight. The Heat will not tie the series. They will not tie the series. Lakers will do everything in their power to dismember the Heat tonight. Lakers 1 win away from getting the NBA title. And for that, they will pay dividends to pay homage to Laker Kobe Bryant, to Vanessa Bryant, to Rec Yds, to Lakers fans, to all the viewers, to Lakers subscribers, to everybody all over the place, digitally. Lakers will, in fact, make good on Vanessa Bryant's behalf, on Laker Kobe Bryant's behalf, on even Gigi's behalf as well, on the little girl's behalf as well. Lakers fans, Lakers viewers, Lakers subscribers, Lakers everybody. Lakers will dismember the Heat. Jimmy Buckets is going to be Jimmy Chump. So you say whatever you want, everybody. The Lakers are going to be walking as NBA champs, like it or not, guys. By the end of the night, when that night is when it's all said and done, Lakers, Mamba mentality tonight, everybody. So must see, must watch. Everybody, enjoy the show while enjoy the final while it lasts. And this, ladies and gents, must see, must watch. Well, you cannot afford to miss, everybody. So Lakers will make good on their behalf tonight. Use the Black Mamba mentality. Walk out with an NBA title. 83. May or may not be Finals MVP by the end of tonight. LeBron James gets what they made title. And then they're gonna make it, and then next thing you know it. All right. So you say Lakers should keep Kyle Kuzma. That's a good move, I can tell you that. But I think it's safe to say that, Kyle Kuzma, he may indeed, maybe stay where he's at, or maybe not. I mean, he has scored a few points, I guess, but that's a good move right there. I can tell you that. So that's something a lot of people looking forward to. But tonight's gonna be a busy night for the Lakers as well. I can tell you that right now. The Lakers are going to make good on everybody's behalf. On whether Snoops, even a Snoop Dogg, even J-Lo, JT, even all the celebs out there in LA, celebs all over the country, celebs all over the globe, everywhere, everybody. So that's something I'm looking forward to right there. I can tell you that right now. Lakers are going to have their own parade when they will walk out as NBA champs. They will escape the hotel, the bubble, and enjoy themselves. And then afterwards, they may make a little speech. So this is the best. This is gonna be the best. This is gonna be a feel-good moment. I can tell you that right now. This is a feel-good moment that fans won't forget. Lakers will indeed win for late great Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba, and they'll use Black Mamba mentality tonight to dismember the Heat tonight. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, which I am, by the way. So say whatever you want, everybody. Lakers will win this one. The Lakers are going to walk out, seal the deal, walk out the NBA title, and that's all I can say on that note. So once again, everybody, Lakers 1 win away tonight. Heat will be done for. Lakers are going to win the NBA title on behalf of Laker Kobe Bryant, behalf of Vanessa Bryant, her kiddos out there. So even Gigi, late great Gigi as well. And that's all that I can say on that note. So Lakers are going to walk out NBA champs. and they will not face any pressure whatsoever. I'm looking forward to that. So Lakers are going to win. They're going to be full of fed. They're going to be locked and loaded. They're going to be fully loaded tonight. Mom mentality. They will use it by any and all means necessary. That's something a lot of people looking forward to. I'll tell you that right now. So Lakers are going to win it all, which they will tonight. They're looking forward to that, everybody. So stay tuned for that, everybody. Stay tuned for that. Now, also, ladies and gents, that Wichita State's investigating Wichita State basketball coach of misconduct allegations. This is right here from that Greg Marshall from 2015-2016 pushed and punched Shaq Morris. He put his hands on a staff. Now, Greg Marshall put his hands on a staff member's neck, punched a student athlete in another sport who parked at his parking spot. Now, Shaq Morris said that a Marshall punched him during practice, followed by a foul. Morris helped his teammate Zach run up, and Marshall struck him for no apparent reason. Greg Marshall body shames a player who dealt with anxiety and depression. Marshall made howling noises and told Isaiah Poor Bear Chandler, who is a Native American descent, to get back on his course, and told Colombian center Jamie Ekanig he would be a good coffee bean picker, and even told Eric Stevenson he was afraid of bros, guys raised by their grandparents eating PB&Js. Look, this is disrespectful. I'll tell you, this is beyond disrespectful right now. And I'll tell you this right now. This piece of trash coach needs to be released. I'll tell you that right now. Because every action is reading. There are repercussions for this, people. Wichita State needs to ban Greg Marshall from his heinous actions. So, really, Greg Marshall is a round piece of trash. Now, folks, Greg Marshall is done for. And I'll say this right now. Greg Marshall's going to get what's coming to him. And by the time that ensues, that's it for him. Greg Marshall will be no more. So basically, I can tell you this right now, that he may be facing a lawsuit, and he could, however, be facing a disciplinary action. I can tell you that right now. And it says right here that the investigation is being completed in an expeditious and deliberate manner. Full cooperation from the Wichita State staff, coaches, current student athletes, and Greg Marshall support any individual who chooses to participate in order to conduct a fair, impartial, thorough investigation. And he said, and basically, Greg Marshall says he's aware of the concerns about my record and treatment of the players led to an independent investigation by Wichita State. He says he's cooperating fully with the investigation to support the university's efforts to understand the concerns that have been raised. I look forward to the conclusion of this process and will continue to focus my energy on our team. I mean, clearly, Greg Marshall made himself look like a piece of trash, and clearly this is uncalled for. And he says, "My coaching styles are for everyone. Many players thrive in the system we created and are energized by our team culture. For those players, I'm a motivated pusher, someone who tap into the great potential. For others, I can be demanding, harsh, or strict. I don't argue with those descriptions. What I'm not is demeaning or abusive. I have deep respect for the players. I believe unequivocally in their values as athletes, students, and as people. Portrayal of me to the contrary is wrong. That is, I pledge my full-hearted commitment to the team. I hope that no player or coach in my program doubts my respect for them or my investment in their success." Now, there have been numerous exits and 8 players entering and 8 of them will be Morris, Udez, Ashbjorn, Midtgaard, Grant Shearfield, D'Antoni Gordon, Noah Fernandez, Stevenson, Jamarius Burton, and Tate Buss. So clearly, that didn't look so clear. This is not looking good. And obviously, this is trouble for him. And apparently, you know, I think it's safe to say that Greg Marshall should be released as Wichita State basketball coach. I can tell you that right now. So that needs to ensue, and well, trouble in his part. So I think it's safe to say that Greg Marshall should be released as Wichita State basketball coach, and I think that there should be repercussions for his actions. And I think that to say that Greg Marshall knew what's coming to him, I can tell you that right now. So that's all there is you need to know on that note. So that's all there is to it for now. And well, that's a lot of people are looking forward to. That's something that a lot of people want. And I think that Greg Marshall should be released as Wichita State basketball coach for these heinous actions. And that's all there is you need to know. Definitely that's something that people are looking forward to. Also, another thing I want to point out here, by the way, that Willie Ford has been deceased at 91. He won 236 out of 106 games. Yankees club records. He grew up in Queens, by the way. Yeah, he was a Yankees club record for victories. He had a .690 career winning percentage, best for any pitcher with at least third career decisions. He was a Cy Young winner. He was Cy Young winner back in '61 and 10-time All-Star. He has number 64 jersey retired. He was in the Baseball Hall of Fame back in '74. He was a World Series MVP and he had 10 World Series wins. I want to send thoughts and prayers out to Whitey for his family members, his fans, all of his viewers, all subscribers to this horrific tragedy. And it's very unclear how he died. He died in his home, though. It may have been due to natural causes, I'm assuming, or it may have been something that's like, I don't know if he had COVID-19. I'm not sure on that note. I hope it's not COVID related. And that is all there is you need to know on that. So Whitey Ford was season 91. Very clear how he died. So really sad news right there for the Yankees. So thoughts and prayers out to the Yankees, all their family members, all their fans, all the viewers of this horrific tragedy. And that's all there is to it for that, everybody. So Yankees, they will have their hands full against the Rays. They are tied for now. So that is all there is to it. So I'm looking forward. So pretty much that's something the Yankees are looking forward to, and they may win this one against the Rays, which they must. I mean, series is tied, by the way. So that's all there is you need to know on that note. I can tell you that right now. So that's a lot of people have been pointing to, and well, all there's so you need to know. And also some other news I want to address here, by the way, that Tyron Smith, the Cowboys, he is going to be having neck surgery. He will be on the shelf for the rest of the season due to neck surgery, and that's not looking good for him. His career is over, so not looking good there. And he's likely to return next season, I'm assuming. But if the Cowboys they lose to the G-men, I will have because that's all there is to it. So I think those prayers out to Tyron Smith's family members, all his fans, all his viewers, and they wish him speedy recovery. By the way, everybody on that note. But on to the G-men and Cowboys now. This Sunday, G-men, they've got to beat the Cowboys. They have to beat the Cowboys. So the G-men, they've had 4 losses. 4 losses. The NFC East is a terrible division. It's a dumpster fire division. The NFC East is a dumpster fire division. And no one even wins. Eagles got the Steelers for sure, which they do. G-men got the Cowboys. Cowboys got beat up by the Browns. Browns beaten by 49 points. You got Rams taking on Washington Football. I will laugh so hard if the G-men they get a win. If they finally get their win by this season against against those pathetic Cowboys. I'll say this right now: Cowboys will not make it to the NFC playoffs. I'll tell you that they will not win the NFC East. They will not make the NFC playoffs. And on that note, they will not get any win. I mean, they may get some wins, but they will not get any wins. I'll tell you that they will not be the G-men. They will not. G-men have got to win this Sunday's game. They need a win. I am so desperate right now. They need this win. I'll be in a foul mood if they do not win by Sunday. They need this win. If they don't get that win, it's all over for them. It's all over for them. And I think it's safe to say the G-Men, they got to get together. And I think it's safe to say that the G-Men, they need this win to get some pressure on Dak, put some pressure on the offense. G-Men on the offense, they got to outmaneuver the Cowboys defense, what they got to do. And I think it's safe to say that the G-Men, if they get a win by Sunday, I'll be in a good mood. And that's something that's going to satisfy me a lot. So that's what they need right there. So I'm looking forward to that, which I'm looking forward to right there. So I hope the G-Men get a win. I hope they do. Their first win of the season is what they need, because the G-Men right now have not looked so good, and they emotionally are not. I mean, they're dead last, and they need to step it up because they need some help. They really need some help. So they really need. I mean, they don't have single body due to the 20 ACL's right knee, and it's extremely insane that G-Men they gotta get together. They got to destroy the Cowboys. Cowboys just got beat up by the Browns last week. If the Cowboys lose again to the G-Men, that would be good. That would be goodness for me. I'll tell you that right now. It would be really goodness for me. So I look forward to that, everybody. So that's something that a lot of people I pinpointed on, and that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to, because they need to get to G-Men. They need a win. They don't get a win, I will be losing it, and it's not going to be good. I'll tell you that right now. So G-Men got to get it together, step it up. So I'm looking forward to that right there. But on that note, also another thing I want to point out, by the way, that Genie Bouchard and Mason Rudolph, they're dating, as you know it. They were stopping by at making some pit stop at some at a Steel City restaurant, by the way. So you can see the little picture. They say a little pit stop there. So yes, it's official. Mason Rudolph and Genie Bouchard, they are dating, and they might as well pull the trigger on one another by locking and loading, which they might. Just have a get together, play the little vacates, and Mason Rudolph may have Genie Bouchard watch his games. Watch his games, by the way, and she may see the Steelers get to the playoffs. Now, Steelers are Big Ben Steelers. They are heavy favorites to get to the playoffs. I'll tell you that. I mean, they're 3-0, and they got the Eagles on Sunday. But you're looking forward to right there. So it's a battle of Pennsylvania, battle of Steelers versus the Eagles. So what do I want to win this one? Gotta be the Eagles for this one. I think the Eagles, they gotta get this win. So if the Eagles don't even get the win, that's on them. I mean, the Eagles are likely to win the NFC East. I mean, they are former Super Bowl champs when Nick Foles was there. But clearly they got to get to. But clearly the Eagles, they did beat the 49ers, I think, last week, by the way. Eagles, by the way, they made to get another win. But it won't be that easy against the Steelers. I can tell you that right now. So that's a lot of people looking forward to. And, yeah, that will say it all. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And they can win the NFC East. I'll tell you that right now. So that's something a lot of people are eyeing on. And, I mean, at the NFC East, it's a terrible division. It really is. So that's all there is I can say on that note right there, and make them think about that. So that's all I got. Another news I want to point out here, by the way, that former WWE superstar, former WWE champ, and former Impact Wrestling champ, and former MMA star Alberto Del Rio, he's been charged on 4 counts of sexual assault, 1 count of aggravated kidnapping from an incident with his ex back in May, by the way. He was arrested in San Antonio after his ex informed cops he went to a rage after accusing her of cheating on him, by the way. Nev Alberto Del Rio is convicted, by the way, on all 5 counts, carry severe penalties as repercussions. The felony aggravated assault or aggravated battery carries 99 years behind bars, and a sexual assault charges carry 20 years behind bars. Now, conviction could put Del Rio behind bars for a very long time. Now says the woman says that who's Spanish, by the way. She says Del Rio destroyed her cell phone, laptop, and intended to burn her passport in an attack occurring at 10 p.m. May 3rd, lasting until 2:30 p.m. May 4th. Del Rio attacked her by choking her, shoved a sock in her mouth to keep her quiet. Woman claims Del Rio sexually assaulted her with his crotch, by the way, and other body parts. Woman didn't consent to any sexual activity. By the way, and clearly the woman had like bruises on her face, arms, neck, and legs. And Alberto Del Rio, he is going to be sitting in jail for a very long time. Now, if he's convicted, he gets 99 years behind bars for felony aggravated battery, and he can get 20 years for the sexual assault charges. So I think it's safe to say that Alberto Del Rio should remain in jail for the rest of his life, and that is all there is to it. So Alberto Del Rio, his pro wrestling career is done. That's it for him. His career is done. So that's it for Alberto Del Patron. I mean, he did lose to Tito Ortiz at Combat Americas, though. So Alberto Del Rio is nothing but a waste of talent. He is. This kind of trouble he gets himself into. So Alberto Del Rio's career is over. That's it. He's done. So he's trash. He's straight up trash. He was straight up garbage. So not looking good there for him. And people hated on him. People used to like him and all that, but everybody hates him now. So he's just straight up trash. And obviously for him, he's garbage. So that is all there is to it. And he has not lived expectations. I can tell you that. And basically, it's a bad look for him and bad look for his career. So that is all there is you need to know. And well, that didn't say that pretty much says a lot. So his career is definitely over. I can tell you that right now, everybody, on that note. So not looking good there. Not looking good for him to say the rest on that note. I can tell you that right now. Also, ladies and gents, I want to say wish happy birthdays out to let's see. Send birthday wishes out to, let's see, Sharon Osbourne, Tony Shalhoub, Scott Bakula, Spencer Grammer, George Kittle, Jadell Ferland, Legray Eddie Guerrero, Legray John Lennon, Everybody Hates Chris, Tyler James Williams, Bella Hadid, Mike Singletary, Travis Rice, Sam Muse, Annalise Marie, Emily Ferguson, Annika Swordstam. You got Starling Marty, Haley Ferguson, Sarah Labadie, Jimbo Fisher, Getz, Final 8 Ball, Jake Lamb, Juan Dixon, Caroline Burt, Robin Brown, Lauren Davis, Aaron Grant, Ling Tan, Joe Pepitone, Brendan Black, Aaron Daniels, Jennifer Aspen, Stevie Richards, Brian Roberts, Derek Holland, Darius Miles, Michaela Carr, Lydia Rose Bewley, Muni Seligman, Anna Castillo, Carrie Bowen, Kevin Jordan, Rita Hayek, Trevor Daly, Daniel Pewter, Angelica Chitwood, Steve Ovett, Daryl Washington, Sayani Gupta, Sarah Borick, Manai, Mike London, Autumn Chickless, Jared Donaldson, Cam Robinson, Matt Matt Toena, Danny Miles, Costas Kankanakis, Ben Gill, Jorge Santiago, Jaden Cole, and Young Bay. So, ladies and gentlemen, send your birthday wishes, your birthday shows, your birthday tweets, everybody down below. And that's all there is you got to do. So send your birthday wishes, your birthday shows, your birthday tweets, everybody. And that's all there is you need to know. Ladies and gents, I will tell you this right now. That's what I want to get into. The 2020 WWE draft is tonight. SmackDown Live, by the way, everybody. So you will see night one of SmackDown's WWE draft tonight, by the way. Now come this Monday night, you will also see night two of Monday Night Raw's draft, by the way, the aftermath. And just want to let you know in that part. So that's all there is you need to know. Be sure I'll tell you you can go where. And that's all there is to it. So once again, everybody, the WWE draft starts tonight on SmackDown Live, and it continues with Monday night on Raw this coming Monday night. So that is all there is you need to know, everybody, and that's all there is. Tell you that on that note. Also, I told you guys before, Lakers are going to walk out as NBA champs. Now tonight is a big night, everybody. Lakers are going to be going Mamba mentality. They will use Mamba mentality mode, which they will, or just simple Mamba mentality. They will use so. They will do so by tonight. Lakers are gonna walk out as NBA champs. On behalf of Lake and doing this on behalf of Laker Kobe Bryant, for Vanessa Bryant, her kiddos out there, late grade the Gigi as well, and Vanessa Bryant's kiddos, Lakers fans, Lakers viewers, Lakers subscribers, Lakers everybody out there, worldwide audiences, Lakers audiences out there, the virtual audiences, and that's all there is you need to know. Killer Bryant is going to fourth NBA title. And 83 could be Finals MVP, or Killer Bouchard once again be Finals MVP yet again. And that's a big surprise right there. So tonight will be the night, everybody. So Game 5 tonight, get ready, guys. And that's all there is to you need to know. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. So that's all there is to it. And all I can say, so Lakers are going to walk out as 2020 NBA champs by the end of tonight. Mob mentality, they will use that. They will do so by tonight. Lakers are going to walk out NBA champs by tonight, everybody. Must see, must watch right there. So everybody stay tuned on that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that will do right there for the Club Level Sports Boy. Please be sure you always like to subscribe to the Club Level Sports Boy YouTube channel and Facebook page by any and all means necessary. Be sure to send me your comments, tweet your thoughts on if you think the Lakers are going to walk out as NBA champ. If you want the Lakers to go walk out by the NBA champs tonight. If you get, let me know if you guys think that the Lakers are going to go mom mentality and they're going to do so by tonight. Let me know in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to address and respond to that. If you want the Lakers to win, let me know in the comment section down below. Lake LeBron was going to win for their NBA title. Let me know if you want to see 83 be Finals MVP or not. Let me know about the comment section. I'll be more than happy to respond to that. So stay tuned for that game tonight, everybody. Lakers one win away tonight. Let me know what you think of the Bears defeating the Bucs last night. What are your thoughts about that? I'll address response to that. And what do you think of Tompa Bay not finishing on that down? Let me know about the comment section. I'll address response to everybody on that as well. What are your thoughts exactly on former WWE superstar Brate Del Rio being, charged on sexual assault charges and one count of aggravated kidnapping, and what repercussions he's going to face? I told you his repercussions, and let me know if you think that Brate Del Rio's WWE career is over. Let me know in the comment section. I'll address response to that. Let me know what other repercussions that Wichita State basketball coach that Greg Marshall is going to face stemming from his misconduct allegations against him. Let me know about the comment section. Let me know if he's going to be released and charged. Let me know about the comment section. I will address response to everybody on that note as well. This is and Henrik Lundquist signing a one-year offer with the former Stanley Cup champs, the Caps. Let me know about the comment section. I'll be more than happy to address response to everybody on that. Same thoughts praise out to Whitey Ford, family members, all his fans, all his viewers, all his subscribers out there of this horrific loss. So that's all there is you need to know on that note, and that's all there is I can say. So the brother wishes out to Sharon Osbourne, George Kittle, and others out there. So send your brother wishes out to them. All the others out there, send your brother wishes, brother shows, brother tweets everybody on that note. Well, that's all you need to do. And what are your thoughts on Titans and Pats having no coronavirus cases? Let me know about the comment section. What are your thoughts on Pats versus the Broncos game be moved to Monday at 5 p.m.? Let me know in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the Bills versus Titans game be moved to Tuesday? What are your thoughts about that? I'll address the sponsor everybody on that note as well. That's all there is to it you need to know. And that's all I can say. I'll have more breaking news, tablets, turning topics, live updates, so that's much more in the Club of Sports with everything sports related, everything you need to know. That's all I can say. But take care, you guys. You guys have a good evening. Please be safe with that. Bye-bye.